I actually think the Cowboys made the right call keeping Mike McCarthy. Fabs, I don't think you agree.
No, I can't see how it's the right call unless you just want to be good enough to make the playoffs and then get your ass kicked in the playoffs. If that's what Jerry Jones wants, then by all means, keep Mike McCarthy. But Robin, you have a shot to get maybe the greatest coach in the history of the National Football League in Bill Belichick, or Jim Harbaugh, who is a proven winner. Just ask Michigan fans. Instead, he's keeping McCarthy. Why? Because Jerry doesn't want to get back to the glory hole. He doesn't want to win a championship. He just doesn't want to pay Mike McCarthy to sit on his rear end and do nothing for another year. This is a bad move. The Cowboys are going to have to play a first-place schedule next year. They've got to play the AFC North. They've got the Niners, the Lions. How did the Cowboys do against teams that were very good this past year? Lousy. The Cowboys may not make the playoffs next year, and I'm not just saying that as a passionate Cowboys fan. Jerry Jones has continued to make bad decisions at the coaching spots for years, since Jimmy Johnson ended up leaving the team. And don't give me Barry Switzer. That was Jimmy Johnson's team. The only good coach hire that he's made is Bill Parcells. And when they hired Parcells, the Cowboys just didn't have the personnel to win. I mean, he went 10-6 with Quincy Carter, for crying out loud. I don't get it. Jerry Jones, you can say all you want that you want to win a championship, dude. You don't. You don't want to win a championship. You're just good enough to get to the playoffs and get hammered. And that's exactly what might happen again if the Cowboys can even reach the playoffs in 2024.
But you can't make the Super Bowl without making it to the playoffs. And you called Harbaugh a proven winner. He doesn't have what McCarthy has, and that's a Super Bowl ring as a head coach, right? I mean, if you're talking about being a proven winner, Mike McCarthy is that. He's 60-plus games over 500 in 17 NFL seasons. The Cowboys went 12-5 the last 3 years in a row, or won 12 games the last 3 years in a row. Jerry Jones, if you want to talk about the failures, maybe it's some of the personnel. I don't think, Dak Prescott, he's good, but I don't look at him at the same level as some of the other elite quarterbacks in the league. And when you're bringing up Bill Belichick, we've seen what he's done without Tom Brady. So I think McCarthy's resume is a lot better than people give him credit for.
Well, here's the thing. Harbaugh was not a head coach in the NFL for very long. McCarthy's been a head coach in the NFL for a long, long time. He hasn't won a Super Bowl since 2007. So that's a long time ago. Harbaugh is winning now. Belichick, I get it. You've got Tom Brady leaves and they don't win anything, but the Cowboys do have talent. And I think a coach like Belichick, you bring him in, you're not going to see stupid penalties all the time like you see with the Dallas Cowboys. You're not going to see a team that comes out and lays an egg at home against a team they should be beating, a young team in the Green Bay Packers. You're not going to see that. And there would be no more excuses. If you bring in Belichick or Harbaugh, then Jerry Jones can say, I did exactly what I needed to do to get this team to a championship, and it didn't work. And by the way, no offense to, the Atlanta Falcons or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or teams like that, but having 12-win seasons for them may be enough. And maybe I'm being an elitist, stupid Cowboys fan, and you can go ahead and call me out on that. Winning 12 games in the regular season and then getting your ass handed to you in the playoffs is not good enough for the Dallas Cowboys. It simply is not.
You referenced Mike McCarthy's last Super Bowl. He's won more recently than the Cowboys have. Jerry Jones is a little bit more patient than I think people give him credit for. And as far as the job being desirable, I mean, part of what might shy some people away is the hysteria around it. Because in most cases, if you were just to present Mike McCarthy's resume, put it in front of somebody, don't give any of the other context, don't give any of the other talking heads arguments like we're having right now, I think the takeaway would be this guy's a pretty good coach. I mean, it lines up comparable with what Sean Payton has done in his career, and he's considered, a future Hall of Famer.
Robin, unfortunately, division championships don't mean anything. Nobody remembers them. You only win the Super Bowl, and then you're remembered. And yes, the Cowboys have not won a Super Bowl since '95. You know why? Because Jerry Jones continues to make bad decisions in the head coaching department. He wants puppets. He doesn't want champions. He wants Mike McCarthy. He wants Jason Garrett, who stuck around for way too long. He wants Chan Gailey and Dave Campo and Wade Phillips, guys like that Jerry, put his little strings on. Jerry Jones wants his $250 million yacht more than he wants a Super Bowl championship, and he proved it with this decision.
How about them Cowboys?
I'm still disgusted.